Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners. Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, El Rey Lounge de Versalles, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. Hello, here we are. Yes, I'm wearing headphones, but I'm going to take them off. I just wanted to make sure that the new microphone is working as advertised. Maybe I'm going to turn it up a little bit just to make sure that it is loud as it should be. Let me give it another nudge. Hold on just 1 second. Let's see. Bam, ba-dum, bam, 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 bam. I'm just setting up the new microphone. I think there you go. There you go. I think we're hitting the nice levels that we like to have. I hope everybody can hear me okay. I think I can take these things off, at least for the time being. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook. It is a pleasure to see you on this Tuesday. It is Tuesday, November 12th. And you know, for all the lack of news that we had yesterday, it's amazing how much news we have today. So we are going to just dive into the news as soon as I find my button. As always, if you would like to share a question or a comment that is really important to you, please feel free to add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment if you have something really important to say. If you wish a little welcome, just add a capital letter N as in new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. So, Oh, okay, that doesn't look very good. Let's start with the news, which have to do with the new taxes that we've been talking about for the last couple of days. These are new taxes that would be applied to visitors, to tourists here in Puerto Vallarta. And of course, different sectors have been chiming in with different opinions. Some of them are interesting, others are interesting as well. I suppose it's a good idea to see what's going on out there. So let's start with Coparmex. Even though the new taxes proposed by Mayor Munguia have yet to be approved by the state Congress, they are already generating a number of opposing viewpoints worth sharing. Starting with Francisco Vizcaíno Rendón, who oversees the local Coparmex office. Coparmex is one of several private sector organizations in Mexico, and his take on the new taxes is that they could potentially affect tourism in our city, as foreign tourists would be reluctant to pay the new tax, which amounts to something like, it's 20-something US dollars. It is worth remembering, in case you don't know, that if you're a Mexican national and you wish to enter the United States, getting a U.S. visa will set us back, some $185, not to mention the hurdles of getting it if you get approved, but I digress. And then it's worth having a point of reference. It is worth recalling that a similar tax has been applied to foreign tourists in Quintana Roo since 2019 and also in Los Cabos since 2022. And tourism seems to be doing just fine in both destinations. Then you have political analysts such as Caro Cuevas And then I realized she's not even a political analyst. This is so weird because I was looking at this news note, which I'll explain in a second, but I read the end, the credit, the byline in this news note from Tribuna de la Bahía. And Tribuna de la Bahía proudly states that Caro Cuevas is their first AI generated reporter who is always incisive and tells the truth, or something like that. So I don't know if we're reading an actual person's opinion or we're reading artificially generated opinion, but this entity has some good ideas. And she brings up important points. For example, is approving the new foreign tourism tax the equivalent of attempting against Puerto Vallarta's proverbial hen that laid the golden eggs, as in tourism? It is worth recalling that there is a precedent here. Back in, when was it? It was in 1996 that the government of Jalisco instituted a 2% hospitality tax that was collected by hotels. And the municipality of Puerto Vallarta began collecting this tax on that same year. It was 2%, but it was subsequently increased to 3%. And halfway through Governor Alfaro's 6-year term, the administration of this tax was taken away from Puerto Vallarta and back to the state government due to alleged questionable handling. So you see, there are precedents for taxes. There are precedent for bad handling of taxes. So it's difficult to ascertain whether we really do need more tax money to get things done, or whether what we need is to handle finances more transparently in the municipality. So these things, which may not be very consequential for a day to day, are the kinds of things that are rattling the news. You let me know how you feel about all this in your comments. Personally, I think that charging tourists, 270 pesos per year to contribute to the wellness of our city is not a lot of money. But some people might feel and think differently. At the end of the day, it boils down to how transparently this money is managed. And that, again, is my little humble opinion. Moving right along, I also want to let you know that, when we hear about SEAPAL, our waterworks company, fixing water pipes here or there, I often wonder if there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The answer is probably no, according to information released by SEAPAL recently. According to them, 40% of the pipes used in the city for both clean water and sewage are now on their final usability stage and must be modernized. So is it getting better as far as water management in Puerto Vallarta is concerned? Hopefully, yes. Is it ever over? Probably not. And it's nice to know that improvements along Highway 200 have begun in the state of Nayarit, as announced by the Ministry of Infrastructure, Communications, and Transportation. Workers are presently fixing and filling up potholes in the municipality of Compostela. The program will continue until 2025, and we still have no updates on when the federal highways in Jalisco will be addressed. But we keep our fingers crossed. And last but not least, in my first block of news, conclusion of the final stretch of the Guadalajara Highway from Bucerías to the airport is now postponed until April 2025. This is great news, of course. Unfortunately, movers and shakers in Bahía de Banderas are now realizing that there are no planned highway exits between those two spots, which means that if you are moving about Bahía de Banderas, if you are in San José del Valle or Mezcales, for example, Your only choice to move about continues to be Highway 200. And hopefully, once the new extension of the highway is inaugurated, Highway 200's traffic will decrease. I have some dear friends that just came back from Guadalajara, I believe, on a Friday afternoon. And the portion from Bucerias to the airport, it took them over 2 hours to go through that portion of the highway, less than half of what it takes now to get to Guadalajara. And that's just due to the amount of traffic available there. Not good, but that's what we have to work with. I'll keep you posted on any further developments. And now let's take a quick look at the weather. And our weather forecast says oh my goodness, that's nasty. Dump a jar of urine down my intake valve and call me a mattress at the Moscow Ritz-Carlton. It's sunny. Well, I don't even know how to touch that, so maybe I'm not going to touch it. But I will give you one of these. Boom, boom. Let's see. It is 28 degrees right now. Humidity is at 68%. And our weather forecast says that we're going to have a humid day with clear skies, a high of 30 and a low of 23. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, we can expect clear skies in the morning with partly cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 30 and a low of 21. And then on Thursday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with clear skies in the afternoon, a high of 30 and a low of 21. A perfect day to go to Thursdays at the office. And we'll talk about the office in a second. But first, I have other announcements of events that are happening. For starters, I want to let you in on the fact that, where am I here? Our friends from Hecho a Mano are back with another pop-up art show. This is going to take place tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at a restaurant called Miel in Colonia 5 de Diciembre. The sale will also include a tie-dye workshop by our friend Joshua of Yoxolotl Art. So if you're looking for handmade items made by local artists, you can attend this tomorrow, Wednesday, from 5 to 10 at Restaurante Miel. I also want to remind you that the Brewmasters Artisan Beer Festival returns this weekend to Parque Hidalgo from 1 to 11 p.m., featuring a number of local and guest breweries. Then on Sunday, Puerto Vallarta's baseball team, the Dolphins, are going to play at the municipality stadium at 1 p.m. And then I also want to let you know that once again, cruise terminal authorities are allowing access to locals looking to see the arrival and docking of a cruise ship up close. The first opportunity was yesterday with the arrival of the Norwegian Jewel, and the next one will be tomorrow at 8 a.m. to welcome the Discovery Princess, and Thursday for the Norwegian Bliss at the same time. I will share not only this news item, but I will also share the Facebook page for the Port Authority in case you want to be kept in touch as far as these types of opportunities are concerned. And I also have the latest information from the Vallarta Garden Club, which was published on the Banderas News. And it includes all kinds of news and announcements of events, including their seasonal kickoff, which will be at Le Bistro on December 13. If you wanted to read more details about this, you will find them in the show notes. And of course, I also want to remind you, we talked about Gay Thursdays earlier. Well, Gay Thursdays are always a lot of fun at the office, and the office let me know, not the office, El Rey Lounge. I keep calling it, it's the same owners, but this is at El Rey Lounge. My bad, not at the office. El Rey Lounge brings back their Saturday drag brunches as of Saturday, December 7th. And they're also bringing up an all-you-can-eat barbecue fest, which I'll tell you about tomorrow. I didn't want to give you two bits of news. One could wait until tomorrow. And that is what I have for you today. I'm very excited about my upcoming gratitude music presentation and also about my presentation on everything you ever wanted to know about holidays in Mexico in December, how to join, how to feel a sense of belonging, how to participate, what to do, what not to do, what to bring, so forth and so on. Everything you've wanted to know as English speaking locals about how us Mexican nationals celebrate the December holidays will be included in my next presentation. That one is going to be on December 5th. Now let's take a look at this. So, I see lots of good mornings. Thank you very much. I see some comments on the new microphone. Okay, let me put my headphones on again. I want to hear what it sounds like. Da 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 da. Oh, that sounds nice and bright. I love it. I love it. There's a lot of background sound. Unfortunately, my living room is not the quietest, the most quiet environment. That's what I'm trying to say. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for the feedback, Mark. Let's see. Kelly McNeil says, I've been busy playing tourist at the Hard Rock Vallarta. The women of Olivia took over the entire resort for 8 days. Where is the Hard Rock Vallarta? I think that it must be in Nuevo, because I don't think we have one here in Puerto Vallarta. But what do I know? Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Laura asks, have I been to Balam Balam? I am afraid I have not. I don't even know what it is. Let's see. Comments about the tourist taxes. Thank you very much for that. Oh my goodness. Mateo James, not Mateo Jimenez. Sorry, Maddie. Mateo James says, Buenos dias, guapo. I blush. How are things with you guys in El Tuito? It's been a while since we chatted. Please let me know what you're up to. Da-da-da-da. The recent Ironman contest that closed portions of 200 created havoc between Bucerias and Vallarta. Many people missed their flights because it took unexpected hours to get to the airport. That is unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for that answer, Maddie. I know that you have your new place. I know that you have the pizza place. It's been a while since I've been to El Tuito, and you're right. I'm due, and I would love to come and visit at some point in the near future. And with that said, I think we are pretty much at the end of today's broadcast. As always, I love it. If Maddie's making cookies, I'm definitely going to be there. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you very much for helping me break in the new microphone. I think it's a keeper. I'm liking the sound, and I think it's easier to manage than the previous setup. So this is it. This is what we have now. Thank you again to our generous guardian angel of technology, who is gone again, but come back soon. Let's see what else. I think that's it. We are done with this broadcast, and I think all I have left is to wish you a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.